I'm going to show you the safest way to start a speech with humor. This technique will almost guarantee that you begin your presentation with laughter, but I'll warn you, this technique does require quite a bit of skill. My name's Kyle Murter. I help people speak with more confidence and impact. And if you stay to the end of this video, not only will you learn what this technique is, but you will also learn how to execute it perfectly. Alright, time for the big reveal. The technique we're going to discuss today is very well known in the world of comedy. It's called the callback. This is when you call back to something that was said or happened in the recent past. To give you an example, I was speaking at a virtual event a couple of years ago, and the speaker before me, called James, had a very funny line in his virtual presentation. He said, "Well, I would stand up right now, but then you would see I'm not wearing any trousers." And that line got quite a lot of laughter from the audience. And then it was my turn to speak. And so I started by saying, "Thanks for that presentation, James. I'm glad I'm not the only one sitting in my underpants." And that opening got even more laughter from the audience because I called back to what James had previously said. And the reason audiences love this is because it's impromptu. It's not planned, it's not scripted, it's not rehearsed, it feels special. It feels like a unique moment that everyone in the room is sharing. So how do you do it? Well, there are two ways to call back. The first is to call back to something that previously got a laugh. This is what I did with James's presentation. He said something funny, I literally just built on top of that humor by referring back to the funny thing he said. The other option is to call back to something that could be funny. Earlier this year, I was speaking at another event, and the speaker before me, who was called Samantha, was doing a talk about Chinese New Year. And she was talking about how 2024 was the year of the dragon. Now, this presentation had zero humor, nothing, nada. However, I thought the idea of a year representing an animal could be funny. So this is how I started my presentation that day. "Thank you very much for that talk, Samantha. I just looked up the year I was born, 1996. Turns out that's the year of the rat. Don't know what that says about me." And that got quite a bit of humor for the opening of my presentation, because in this case, I referred back to the topic that Samantha was speaking on. So to find your callback material, you've got a choice. Either build on humor that's already got a laugh, or find new humor in what other people have said before. Either way, this technique will almost guarantee that you get laughter for your opening, if you pull it off well. Now, if you want to create some more funny moments throughout your entire presentation, check out this video. I walk you through 3 different techniques that anyone can use to create some funny moments in any presentation. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel. Every week, I'm bringing out new public speaking content. And above all, I wish you the very best, my friend, when you next use the callback technique in your opening.